The following is a presentation of Dakota Radio Group Sports and DRGnews.com.
1060 KGFX is proud to bring you coverage of area high school sports. To hear this broadcast online, log on to DRGnews.com. Now, with the pregame, here's Brian Oakland.
Yeah, thank you very much, and a very good Friday evening, everybody. Another night of high school postseason basketball coming your way on 1060 KGFX, here on also on DRGnews.com. Had a great one last night with the Sully Buttes Lady Chargers punching another ticket to the State B basketball tournament, even though it took them double overtime. Tonight, I don't know if we'll go that long, but we should have a pretty good one coming up. Back in the Sully Buttes High School gym as the Sully Buttes Charger boys, the top seed in Region 2B, take on the number 4 seed in the region semifinals. Their opponent, the Titans from Leola, Frederick area. Glad to have you with us, along with Doreen Foster back in studio. I'm Brian Oakland, in our coverage of Sully Buttes in the postseason, made possible on KGFX by Wilbur Ellis, Venture Communications by Colson Farms, The Corner Convenience Store, Stewart & Daughters, Oahe Grain, Sunrise Bank Dakota, Midwest Cooperatives, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, and Farm Credit Services of America. And we'll hear special announcements throughout the broadcast tonight from the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Tonight's game is brought to you within the broadcast as well by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the Boyd Consemius Agency, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Lynn's Dakota Mart, Coca-Cola Bottling, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner in Pier. Reminding you to stay up to date with the scores of tonight's game at the end of the quarter breaks. We'll give you that scoreboard from Wagner in Pier, the one place to go. Sully Buttes comes in 20-1 on the season after a quarterfinal win the other night against Eureka Bowdle, 72-27. Chargers got off to an 18-2 start at the end of one quarter. Never looked back, never were threatened as they were against the Patriots just 1 week ago tonight when they only beat them by 8 points. So the Chargers turned some things around, a little more focus probably coming in here to the postseason, and a good opponent coming up too in the Leola Frederick area Titans. They're 13-8 on the season, 4th seed in the Region 2 rankings, but they started the season 0-4, and since they've gone 13-4, and they've had back-to-back wins to come into this game over Ipswich, including in the quarterfinals 46-41 on their home floor on Tuesday night. So should be a good one coming up. Leola Frederick, a high-flying offensive team. See if the Chargers can outscore a pretty good ball club coming up. Looking forward to it. Got a couple of minutes of a break, and we're back to get into the pregame show. We'll start with a conversation with head coach Brian White. Mark Seffner was last night with the girls. Brian White, the head coach, and keys to success coming up as we begin our pregame show of Sully Buttes postseason basketball in the Region 2B semifinal on 1060 KGFX and DRGnews.com.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this
for
game.
2 minutes, and then do you want me to play the Boyd?
Welcome back to Oneida, getting set for Region 2B semifinal action. Sully Buttes taking on Leola Frederick area. I'm Brian Oakland, and as you were on your way to or from the game, keep in mind the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety asks you to, well, what did they ask you? What they ask you to avoid a kiss with death here in these months of February and March. Always plan a designated driver, as the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, don't drink and drive. As we get into our pregame show, Keys to Success, and our conversation with the head coach, Brian White, coming up. That's sponsored by the Boyd Consemius Agency and American Family Insurance in Pierre in this contest against the Titans. Here's what the coach had to say. Let's go with Keys to Success and Brian White, the head coach of the Chargers in this region semifinal game. Coach, good win over Eureka Bowdle, and having played a team back-to-back games and in two different kind of complexions of the way the games went. I mean, Eureka Bowdle was tough last Friday, but you kind of came out, took care of business in that first quarter, never really looked back, and kind of cruised into the semifinal round.
Yeah, our kids really did a nice job defending. I was really proud of them and the way they took care of business in that one. They put a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They didn't play quite as well the night before and kind of came out with something to prove, and I thought they did a nice job of it.
Got a really good winning streak going now. We're not going to worry about how many it is, even though I know how many it is, but because it's a one-game season right now. But it does seem to me that your offense is always right there. You got a pretty good rhythm, got a pretty good flow, a lot of consistency with that offense. Does it seem that way from where you sit too?
Well, that's what you hope for. I mean, your offense always can go up and down. There's nights where you might score and nights you don't score quite as well. But we really focus on the defensive end. I mean, we kind of trust that our kids are going to find a way to score, and we'll get that part done. But we really worry about the defensive end, and if we can be consistent on that end, that's when we're really good.
Kind of everything else kind of falls into place, doesn't it? With Leola Frederick coming into tonight, you haven't played them yet this year, but being in the region, I'm sure you know a little bit about this team. It seems to me that for a number of years they've got really good athletes up there, and they're the 4th seed. How do you see this game coming?
This is the most athletic team I think we've played all year. I mean, they've got athletes all over the place. They can jump. They're long. They're really long. That's going to give us some fits inside. I think their length will be a tough one for us. So we're going to really have to compete tonight to have an opportunity. I mean, they do some things that are going to make it really difficult on us. So their athleticism is definitely a concern for us.
Being long inside, do you see some high-low or some inside-outside play, and you just never know? You got to cover all corners of the half court here.
Yeah, I mean, our guard play has been really good for the most part this year. I wouldn't expect anything different tonight. Our kids continue to compete. They'll work on the glass. They'll find post-ups when we have the opportunity. So their length will give us some fits, but I think our kids are they're going to have to find ways to overcome those things.
But look at some of the stats for the Titans. I see a pretty good three-point shooting percentage on their part, and I think defensively, I think that's where you're going to have to cover all corners as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have to defend well. We've talked about it all week. We're going to have to do a great job on ball screens. We're going to have to have great closeouts all night and contest shots, and those are going to be major keys for us tonight to have an opportunity.
Well, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the deeper you go into the postseason now, the better the opponents get.
Absolutely. It doesn't get easier, that's for sure. So we're playing a really good basketball team that we are going to come out and compete like crazy against.
All right. Other keys to success tonight?
We got to defend and rebound, and that's pretty much take care of the ball, defend, rebound, and you always give yourself a chance.
And it's always a key never to look ahead. It's one game at a time.
And right? We haven't talked about anything else. We don't discuss anything else. This is all that's been on our radar. So.
All right, Titans and Titans only. Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks for covering us.
That's Brian White, the head coach of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Comments and keys to success in our pregame sponsored by the Boyd Consemius Agency and American Family Insurance in Pierre. We will hear from them, and we'll come back, continue our pregame. We've got starting lineup still to come, and tip-off on the way as we bring you the Region 2B boys basketball semifinal from Oneida on 1060 KGFX, drgnews.com, and on our YouTube channel as well. Don't forget to subscribe to KGFX on YouTube, 1060, and you'll be able to see as well as hear this game and our broadcast through YouTube. and maybe through web TV if you are sitting at home listening to this one. Back in 2 minutes with more of the pregame, 1060 KGFX.
Ryan Peck drives to rural towns every week, bringing music to kids who need it most. He dreams of showing people the importance of music in a child's life. American Family Insurance is helping make that happen right now.
Keep on sunny side, always on the sunny side.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
For details, contact Boy Conzemius at Boy Conzemius Agency. Call 224-6271 or stop by 221 West Capitol Avenue, Suite 103 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Park, Madison, Wisconsin 53788.
Virtually anything in your house or building that can run on electricity can run on propane. However, a propane-fueled home is less costly to operate than an electric home. Studies have shown that propane is cheaper, warmer, cleaner, safer, and more dependable than electric. Contact Stewart & Daughters in Oneida at 258-2647 today to learn more about the benefits of propane. Stewart & Daughters, a proud sponsor of high school sports and the Sully Buttes Chargers. Good luck, Chargers, from Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida, your local independently owned and operated grain elevator. At home or in the field, find all the market information you need online at oahegraincorp.com. You can even get bid information by text. Oahe Grain, bringing the world's markets to local farmers with updates every day. For all your grain marketing needs, call Tim or Allen at Oahe Grain in Oneida today, 1-800-658-3654. With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise Bank, it's easier than ever to manage your money right where you are. Using just your message feature on your mobile phone, you can quickly check your account balances and review your transaction history. See how easy it is to keep up with your finances on the go. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Athletics and Activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's competition. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Oneida as we've got 4.5 minutes left on the pregame countdown. Sully Buttes and Leola Frederick area, good boys game coming up. And we want to take a quick moment to look back on what happened last night in the Huron Arena. The two-time defending state girls Class B basketball champion Sully Buttes Lady Chargers taken to the brink, actually trailed most of the game in that 3 versus 14 seed game, but Freeman they were right there. Obviously a great opponent, but Sully Buttes took the lead in the fourth quarter by 3 at 43-40. Freeman hit a three-pointer to send us to overtime, and then the Chargers had a good overtime period going, led 53-50, and Freeman hit another buzzer-beating 3, and we went to double overtime, but the Chargers, after losing their 2 top offensive weapons to fouls in the basketball game and very early in that second overtime, looked like they might have been down, but they certainly were not out. A great team effort coming back, making big plays and big free throws down the stretch. The Chargers won it 59-56, putting them into the State B basketball tournament, which is moving up to Aberdeen this year, and that'll be next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Lady Chargers will take on an old nemesis from the state tournament the last few years in the Ethan Lady Rustlers, who also got a win in Huron last night, beating Lower Brule. That'll be the 3 versus 6 seed matchup, and if you haven't seen the bracket yet, Sully Buttes and Ethan will be the final game of the opening round next Thursday, and we'll have all the Sully Buttes games right here on 1060 KGFX, starting at about 7:30, maybe 7:20, 7:25 in that first round next Thursday. Hope you can join us for that, as we'll be at the Barnett Center. The other first round games begin with Faith, the top seed, 21-0, as they'll take on the number 8 seed Trip Delmont Armor, who is head coached by former Highmore Lady Pirate Christy Ryan, now Christy Allen, as that'll be the 1-8 game, followed by the 4-5 having Warner taking on Castlewood. Number 2 is Hanson as they go against Avon in the bottom brackets, and again the final game, Sully Buttes and Ethan. So as the Lady Chargers are in, the Charger boys, who have had obviously a great season themselves, just 1 loss like the girls, and they are the odds-on favorite to advance. However, got some work Frederick here tonight, and the winner of this one, of course, moves on to the round of 16 for Class B boys, which will be Tuesday night at sites and with opponents yet to be determined. We continue in our pregame here, and it's time to give you the starting lineups in tonight's game. Starting lineups come to us courtesy of Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. And this is how the Chargers will go once again as Devin Clevin leads on the point, the 6'1" senior, as well as Nick Whitler, the shooting guard, the sophomore at 5'11". Biggs up in 6-foot junior, who did a nice job getting to the boards, especially early on a Tuesday night in that win over Eureka Bottle. Jacob Howard is a 6'3" senior. They do everything in the paint kind of guy, and also Lincoln Jordry, 6'9". The senior had 23 to lead the Chargers in that win over EB the other night, and will look to do more of the same tonight. With Ogle, Clevin, Jordry, Whitler, and Howard the starting five. Jack Mercer, a 6-foot junior, will come in off the bench. Jet Lamb is also in uniform tonight, as he was unable to play Tuesday due to a foot injury. He is a 6'3" sophomore and ready to provide some space taking up and maybe some rebounding prowess underneath. Sebastian Frost, a 5'8" junior, will get in there from time to time as well, among others. For the 20-1 and the top seed in the Region 2B, Sully Buttes Chargers, head coached by Brian White, assisted by Lee Kinney and Jesse Whitler. Starting lineups from Teton River Traders for the opponent, the Leola Frederick area Titans, coming in 13-8, the visiting team on the scoreboard tonight. They begin with Hayden Podol, a 6-foot sophomore, who starts at one starting guard. And they've got a bigger lineup. Other than that, listed as forwards are Lance Beekert, a 6-foot senior. Alex Sumption is the leading scorer on this team, 13 points a game, a 6'3" senior. Trevor Sumption, a 6'2" junior as well, who is a very good three-point shooter. And Tanner Geffrey at 11 points and 7 rebounds a game, the 6'4" junior. For Leola Frederick, who brings Beekert, Podol, Sumption, and Geffrey to the starting lineup. Tyler Heilman, a 6'1" senior. Josh Hoffman, a 6'1" freshman. And Isaac Sumption, a 5'8" freshman, will get in on the floor from time to time as well. Leola Frederick, 13-8, head coached by Brock Passion and assisted by Trevor Van Tilburg. Our starting lineups from Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. The other starting lineup, the naming of tonight's game officials, are Law on the Court, giving us Bo Beck, Tom McGow, and Jeremy Michelson. They're sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Bo Beck, Tom McGow, Jeremy Michelson, our Law on the Court from the South Dakota Attorney General's Office. Let's take a break, and we're back with the opening tip coming up as you listen to the Region 2B semifinal on 1060 KGFX and DRGnews.com.
The key to a successful hunt.
You want me to?
See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all of your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west on Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
I still can't believe it. I'm a winner. I get $7.5 million, and all I had to do was pay my taxes up front. They made the process so easy. All I had to do was go to my bank, withdraw $2.
Proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the Big Blue Water Tower south of Oneida.
Back in Oneida, nice job by a group of young ladies, some Sully Buttes girls basketball players, giving us our national anthem here in Oneida tonight. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. You're listening to the Region 2B basketball semifinal. Boys basketball, 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com. Also 107.1 on the FM dial in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Sully Buttes 20-1. Leola Frederick 13-8. You can see if you are watching on YouTube right now that the crowd likes to stand for their Chargers, and we will battle with them just a little bit, but you can see this game as well as hear it on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, 1060 KGFX, and all of our Dakota Radio Group stations, but that is how you'll be able to see this one as well as hear it tonight. Had some great representation on our video from last night's thriller in Huron, which sent the Lady Chargers to the State B basketball tournament. So hope you can tell your family and friends that this game is available for viewing as well as hearing on our YouTube channel through youtube.com. Lynn's Dakota Mart opening tip is coming up, sponsored by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we will tip this thing off. The 2B semifinal coming up next on 1060 KGFX.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli department, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests, too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
Back in 09 to the Lynn's Dakota Mart opening tip from Lynn's Dakota Mart stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre, controlled by the 6'9" senior Lincoln Jordry of the Sully Buttes Chargers. The Chargers will work it inside, going right to the big fella who gets the foul, gets the basket, then a chance at a three-point play. On the assist from Nick Whitler, and Jordry puts the Chargers up first and foremost, 2-0 is 19 seconds in, and we've got our first whistle. It'll go on number 15, Hayden Podol. The 6-foot sophomore getting in among the trees. Jordry gets the free throw. Chargers out to a 3-0 start. I was looking at number 15, Hayden Podol of Leola Frederick area, who, as you watch this one or visualize it, they're moving from right to left. They've got navy blue uniforms with baby blue trim and white numbers on their back sides as well. Sully Buttes in home white tonight, eyeing a three, but passing on it. Trevor Sumption, now Podol on the move, stops at the free throw line. 9 on the shot clock, kick out three. On the left side is up, no good. Jacob Howard down with a rebound as the Chargers look to move, but Leola Frederick with good catch-up defense. And now a foul called as Lance Fiekert got up and got the tip and the takeaway for the steal. So they come right back, 3-0, Chargers still leading. First minute gone by. The Titans will try again on possession number 2. Fiekert down to the baseline, left-handed effort for the jumper up, no good, and the offensive rebound. Trevor Sumption unable to hit on that one, but the keep alive underneath for Tanner Geffrey. Now outside, Clevin goes for the steal, doesn't quite get it. Titans still with it. Right side, working inside now, Geffrey. Jacob Howard defending. Still plenty of time on this after the reset of the shot clock. Here's a long three. Podol will be off the mark. Howard has another rebound. Off of the miss by Hayden Podol. Chargers back on offense. Working underneath, Jordry kicks it out. Cam Ogle for three is good. Ogle goes with a big wide body, but he is as sweet of a three-point shooter as the Chargers will bring to the table, and Sully Buttes out to a 6-0 start. Almost 2 minutes in. Baseline kick out here. Out to the outside, now back to the corner. Fiekert to Podol. On the move, up top. Here is Sumption. Picks up the dribble. And they'll have to reset, will the Titans. To the high post with it. Tanner Geffrey with 9 on the shot clock. Howard closing off the baseline up top. And there's the altering of what was going to be a three-point shot thanks to the long arms of Lincoln Jordry. Instead, it's Geffrey, or perhaps might have been Sumption underneath, tried a little hook shot, unable to hit. Jacob Howard, I think, pulling down yet another rebound. He's got 3. Now he's got the post pass underneath, and a reach-in foul called on Leola Frederick. And the disbelief on the face of Lance Fiekert. He'll pick up his first personal, second team foul for Leola Frederick area, who has nothing to show for their efforts so far in this one. 6-0. Chargers will inbound. Howard kicks it out. Whitler for three, and it's good. Nick Whitler, a sweet shooting stroke. 2 for 2 from long range, 3 for 3 overall. Sully Buttes out to a 9-0 lead. And a quick timeout called here by the Titans. 30-second break. Timeouts are sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pier, and we're back in 30 seconds to the Region 2B semifinal on KGFX.
When you want to get more for your money, start by getting more when you borrow it. And you can get more with Farm Credit Services of America. Along with attractive rates and ag-friendly terms, you get an entire organization that understands what you do and works for your success. You can also get cash-back dividends, which gives you even more. Call Farm Credit Services of America at 1-800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
9-0 Chargers off to another good start, much the same as they did against Eureka Bowdle on Tuesday night, but a long way to go. Kick out Trevor Sumption for three. That's how you draw something up out of the timeout. Sumption saw stats from head coach Brock Passion that he sent me earlier today, and Sumption is a 57% three-point shooter, but the Chargers come back with more instant offense, working it inside and off the glass, and good for two is Devin Clevin. So the Chargers up their lead to 8 again, 11-3. Here's Sumption inside Geffrey. There's a reach. It'll be called on Cameron Ogle. Ogle didn't really expect the basketball to be so close to him, but he just kind of stuck his left arm out and got caught up. He's got the second team foul called against Sully Buttes. The inbound for the Titans on the reset. Sumption up top. Padal quickly inside Geffrey. Now the turnaround shot a little bit short. Howard will save it into the hands of Lincoln Jordry. Good play there for Jacob Howard. Chargers back on the attack with an 11-3 lead, I should say. An 8-point advantage. 4:15 to go first period. Here's Whitler underneath the screen and roll. Works to perfection. And Jacob Howard has his first two of the night. Coming to the halfway point of quarter number one, the Chargers have not missed on the floor yet. They are 6 for 6. I take that back, 5 of 5, 2 threes plus a three-point play included. This is Fiekert for three. 2 bounces on the front of the rim, no good, but an offensive keep alive and a putback for Tanner Geffrey. He will put it up and in. Titans, meanwhile, 0 for 3 from long range. Now another easy pass, pitch, and catch. Clevin with the assist, Jordry with a finish. Lincoln's got 5, and the Chargers lead 15-5. Sumption again, driving right side, backs it out against Ogle. Little bounce pass underneath, out top to Fiekert now. And something different here for Alex Sumption. Over to Padal. He'll fall back and attempt one from the free throw line. That's no good. Howard, another rebound. Chargers on the move again. Jordry back to Howard. Now to the corner. Ogle fakes the three. Puts it on the floor. Clevin quickly inside. Howard, who fakes inside, turns around to the outside. He'll put it up and in for 2. Boy, the Chargers off and running. They look an awful lot like they did 3 nights ago when they put a hurting on Eureka Bowdle in that quarterfinal round game. 2:40 to go. A 12-point Charger lead. Clevin gets a hand on the dribble and will knock it away. We've got a 2-for-2 swap coming for both teams, so we'll get introduced. Jet Lamb and Jack Mercer are in for Sully Buttes. And Isaac Sumption, the 5'8 freshman, in for the Titans, along with Tyler Heilman, the 6'1 senior. He's got it now, but he stutter steps and travels on his first touch of the basketball. Titans will turn it over for the first time. Chargers will get the basketball once again. 2.5 minutes to play, leading 17-5 here early on in the first period. On the move, Whitler spots up. Now gives it to Lamb. I think Jet thought Nick was going to try a three-pointer. Heilman's got it on the floor. Loose ball. Titans will come up with it, and a foul will be called on Devin Clevin. Got there just a little bit late. Third foul for Sully Buttes at the 2:15 mark now of the first period. Assumption will check out. Josh Hoffman, the freshman 6'1", is in for Leola Frederick area. Leola, Frederick into the northeastern part of the state. Frederick up Highway 281 straight north of Aberdeen, almost to North Dakota. Here's Heilman from 17, up no good. Jet Lamb catches it off of the fly. Quickly underneath, there's Jordry up and in for another one. Doing our own camera work on the YouTube. We'll try to keep up as much as possible. Titans back at it, but trailing by 14. We've got a push foul called, apparently against Jet Lamb, and that'll be his first personal. Fourth team foul for the Chargers, now 3 for 3, coming in with some new Titans. The 3 bench players are out, and the starting 5 fully refueled for Leola Frederick area. Inbound kick out off the glass for 3. That's good for Trevor Sumption. Tough shot to match if you're playing horse against that guy, but it'll count just this. 19-8, minute and a half to play in the first. Inside Jordry, outside Clevin. Back inside Jordry with the off right hand, and that is good. Part of the offensive rhythm we were talking with Coach Brian White about in our pregame conversation. The Chargers just look so smooth right now. Everybody knows what everybody's doing, although Leola Frederick comes right back as Geffrey feeds to Trevor Sumption. He puts a 15, 16-footer up and in. Lamb will try from short range. Can't get it to go. Titans with the rebound. They'll try to get something brewing once again after a defensive stop, trailing by 11. This is featured out left side, and it's good for 3. Leola Frederick, they might be down, but they won't stay down. They are a good offensive team. So said Coach Brian White. They're about ready to prove it. Back within single digits, 21-13, about 30 seconds to go, first period. Lamb is underneath, and he'll get held, and a foul called. Number 3 is a team for Leola Frederick area. And this one is called on number 12. Nope, 24. I was hoping there'd be somebody different. There isn't a number 12 on the Leola Frederick roster. Number 12 for Sully Buttes. Jet Lamb is checked out. Jacob Howard back in. He inbounds, finds Devin Clevin. Nick Whitler over to Cameron Ogle, also back in. Underneath, Howard with the right hand is up and good. That's already 7 assisted baskets by my count for Sully Buttes. That is how good their offense is in gear right now. 23-13, a 10-point lead. 7 seconds counting down. Titans will have to hurry. Fakert up top, on the move, and the shot is blocked, and nothing doing by Lincoln Jordry. And a beautiful first quarter of play comes to an end for the Sully Buttes Chargers. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, they lead Leola Frederick 23-13. Wagner Auto Appear is the one place to go. We pause for 60 seconds. Quarter number 2 is next as you listen to the Region 2B semifinal on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
To the second period we go. Welcome back as Leola Frederick had the opening possession, unable to hit on the shot underneath by Tanner Geffrey. And the Chargers, who go 10 of 11 unofficially on the floor in that first period, Hard foul here, though. Jordry will put a defender on his back. That's Lance Fiekert peeling himself off the floor after he takes the charge. An offensive foul that'll be whistled and called on Lincoln Jordry. His first personal, team foul number 5 for Sully Buttes. 23-13 our score, but again, 10 out of 11 shots the Chargers hit in that first quarter of play. Howard had a steal, but then loses it right back. And on the Hayden Padal had taken it away, but then he will give it back as he ends up out of bounds on the end line. Some fast-paced action there, but nothing doing, and Sully Buttes gets the ball back as they work it inside. Jordry finds Ogle up top. Patiently inside. Howard, awkward shot, but he gets it to go, and Jacob Howard is 4 out of 4 so far. 8 quick points, a 12-point advantage, Chargers, 25-13. 6:45 to go, first half, just underway, quarter number 2. We'll talk about other basketball going on in Dakota Radio Group stations in a bit, which we have not done yet tonight. Here's Hayden Padal on the drive. Floater is up. He thought Howard was going to get up and alter the shot, and Jacob actually did without leaving the floor. Chargers take it away. Jordry, quick step, looking for the jam. It's denied with a hard foul. He'll go to the free throw line. But what a quick first step around Tanner Geffrey by Lincoln Jordry. Taking that pass, it wasn't Geffrey, it was the helping defense coming in. They say 21 on the foul. They'll change that to 23. It'll be Alex Sumption with his first personal. Jordry shoots 2 from the line. First one is up, no good. Padal checks out. Isaac Sumption, the third Sumption for Leola Frederick, is in again. Jordry's second free throw is good. He's got a 10 spot here in the first half of play, 26-13 with 6:15 counting down in the second period. Isaac Sumption on the move, will take a bump. Tried to put the shot up, but Tom McGow will say this foul occurs on the floor, and they'll throw in on team foul number 6. First personal for Nick Whitler. Actually, that'll be Nicky's second. And an underneath throw in by the Titans. They get it into Fiekert. Up top, Trevor Sumption goes and then stops back to Fiekert. Free throw line, Fiekert or Fikert, I'm not quite sure. Sumption tries a 3, dances that one across, no good. And pulled down by Jake Howard for another rebound. Trevor Sumption, 2 out of 3. There's a nice job by Alex Sumption to block the shot of Jacob Howard. That brings the Titan faithful to life. Out of bounds, Chargers will keep with 22 on the shot clock. Alex Heilman back in for Leola Frederick in place of Lance Fiekert, who is catching a breather. Chargers inbound. Howard finds Jordry, and a foul is called. Not sure if Leola Frederick has seen some of these officials, but these guys are some of our favorites in this part of the state. Tom McGow, though, he does tend to call some fouls. And he's got 2 here, the number 2 on Alex Sumption. Of course, Leola Frederick probably knows one of these guys, Bo Beck, who is an administrator in Eureka. Cameron Ogle, meanwhile, gets his second 3-pointer to go. As the Chargers continue their hot shooting, they lead 29-13, under 5.5 to play first half. Sumption, Trevor to Sumption, Isaac. Up top, Isaac, nifty ball handling, back to Trevor on the wing, inside Geffrey on the low block. Tanner on the move, nowhere to go. Good defense inside, 10 to shoot for Leola Frederick and counting down. On the move, tough shot put all, it will not go. Up and with the rebound off of the miss is Devin Clevin. Here comes Grant Johnson, who is checked into the game. He is fouled from behind on the drive and in the act of shooting. Grant Johnson will go to the free throw line as Padal will pick up his second personal foul. Both teams with 6 fouls in this first half now, so we'll be shooting free throws from here on with 4:53 to go. But Johnson gets 2 this time, and the first one is up and good. Grant Johnson, the 5'11 sophomore. Mentioned other basketball in the Dakota Radio Group. Got 1 girls game, and that's in the AA ranks. Pierre playing the 10-7 game at Sioux Falls, Washington in the girls' round of 16. And they trail 18-16 at the end of 1 on River 92.7. Timeout, Leola Frederick, as Grant Johnson goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Sully Buttes up 31-13, and a 30-second Coca-Cola breaking the action. Back for more here on KGFX.
Venture Communications, providing reliable gigabit RushNet internet, digital HD TV, and communication services to South Dakota. Everybody gets HD free. With digital TV, you get what you
were kind of doing a little break up there.
DVR free. Venture Communications, 852-2224, keeping you in touch.
Welcome back to Oneida out of the timeout. Titans trying to find out ways to get some offense going, but they also have to find out ways to get the defense, to get some stops. The Chargers on fire here as we come back out of the timeout. Pump fake and a travel, though, called against Geffrey. Turnover number 4. We'll give it back to Sully Buttes. Number 4 for the visiting team here. Chargers with that well-oiled machine that we saw Tuesday night continuing here, and now a timeout called by Brian White as Cameron Ogle had a little struggle with keeping control of the basketball. White trying to save a timeout or the turnover, and we've got another Coca-Cola break, 30 seconds, coming right back with 4.5 to go. First half, Chargers in charge on KGFX.
Colson Farms of Blunt proudly sponsors this broadcast of the Sully Buttes Chargers. High school athletics and activities are about learning life values, such as perseverance, commitment, and teamwork. Success travels in the company of very hard work, and it shows with the Chargers. Colson Farms wishes the Sully Buttes athletes the best of luck in your competition. In for the win, Chargers.
Back in Oneida out of the Sully Buttes timeout. Devin Clevin putting it on the far side in front of the Titan bench. Isaac Sumption got a hand on the dribble, knocks it away. Got some other boys games going on as well on the Dakota Radio Group stations. KPLO 94.5 FM as the Class A Region 6 semifinal as Lincoln Jordry unable to hit on the turnaround shot. Trevor Sumption across the timeline. Works it underneath on the lob to Geffrey. Too strong, though, unable to hit. Johnson has a rebound for the Chargers. Some in-close looks by Leola Frederick. They're not hitting them as often as they need to be right now, especially as often as Sully Buttes is hitting shots. In Region 6A at the end of 1, Miller had a 20-13 lead over the Stanley County Buffaloes. That's on KPLO. Also up north on Star 99. Andy Shue out in Lemon with the Timberlake Panthers, who are controlling the Skyhawks of Takini 53-19 at the end of the first half. Jordry got another jump hook, shot up and in, 33-13. The Chargers leading by 20. This is Feekert back in there for Leola Frederick. Gives back to Trevor Sumption. He'll try to drive. They're looking for aggressiveness. You can't fault them for that, but Lincoln Jordry gets the block of the shot. Taken away by the Chargers. Here comes Howard. And a return of the favor. Howard is denied by Trevor Sumption as he drove with a strong effort. Sumption stronger that time, though. Here's Isaac Sumption down on the right block. Back to Feekert. He'll try 3. No good up top. Clevin with the rebound. The Chargers with 11 rebounds, all on the defensive end. They lead 33-13 under the 3-minute mark of the second quarter of play. The Region 2B semifinal. The winner of this game moves in to the round of 16 on Tuesday night. Ogle tries for a 3. It will not go. Trevor Sumption rebounds. That's the first miss from long range for Cameron Ogle in 3 tries. This is Alex Sumption on the move. Kicks it out. Trevor for 3. Up. No good. Jordry will collect the rebound. 2 out of 4. Now the takeaway in the backcourt. Isaac Sumption at 5'8" goes up against 6'9" Lincoln Jordry. That didn't work out so well. Now Ogle with it, and Sumption will foul him. On the reach, Isaac will pick up his first, and Ogle will get a free throw opportunity. It's a 1-and-1 situation, team foul number 7. I thought it was Isaac Sumption. Nope, yeah, it is, with his first personal. So a 1-and-1 coming, 2:15 to play, first half. All Chargers in this one. Brian White said Leola Frederick could be the most athletic team they have or will have seen this season. Well, they're running the floor well, but they just haven't been able to hit the shots and get some defensive stops. Ogle unable to hit the front end of the 1-and-1. Titans with the rebound. Titans with the 3. Up on the other end, Trevor Sumption. It's his 3rd of the night. It's 33-16. Trevor has 11 of the 16 for Leola Frederick. Trailing by 17, here's Johnson. Dangerous lob into Jet Lamb, but Jet collects it and scores with it. There were 3 Titans in the vicinity. Not one of them could get their hand on that pass. There's a nice feed inside. Hayden Padal to Tanner Geffrey, who puts it up and in for 2. Quick bucket there by the Titans, 35-18, 90 seconds to play, second period. Back inside goes Sully Buttes. Howard, shot might have been altered. Down with it, Clevin. He'll go back up with it. Got his own rebound off of the miss and puts it back up and in. Kevin Clevin into the act with 4 points, and the lead back to 19. 37-18 our score. Geffrey backing in, and a foul will be called. This will go against Lamb, and Brian White is saying, well, that post player was leaning in against my guy quite a bit. Minute and 6 seconds to play, second period. 2 shots coming here as Lamb picks up his second personal foul. Tanner Geffrey hits the first of 2. That's the first free throw attempt of the night for Leola Frederick area as a team. Lamb out, Jordry back in for the Chargers. Zach Mueller is in for the first time as well for Leola Frederick area, a 6'2" sophomore. Second free throw short by Geffrey. Howard with the rebound. Chargers back on the attack into the final minute of the first half. Fakes the 3, puts it on the floor. Chargers lead by 18. Here's Johnson for 3, left side, no good. We've got a whistle underneath on a block out. Shot missed, and let's see who this is on. It's on Leola Frederick, the Chargers, and Jacob Howard at the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Second personal for Trevor Sumption. As he was trying to battle for position, Howard hits the front end here. He'll get another one. 9th point for the 6'3" senior. 47 seconds to play. Second period. Chargers led 23-13 at the end of 1. And they look to have a healthy lead going into the halftime break as well, leading 39-19 after Howard hits the back end of the 1-and-1 as well. And a bad pass here. Padal trying to feed Zach Mueller, but threw it behind him. Padal didn't look like he had a real good handle on that basketball once he picked up the dribble. Tried to get rid of it. Johnson checks out to a nice hand. Nick Whitler back in for the Chargers. Howard is out. And Jack Mercer, the 6' junior, back in for the purple and white. Left to right across the timeline. 35 seconds to play on the game clock here in the second period. Shot clock about 5 seconds less. Long pass to Ogle. He gets it back to Clevin. Chargers spreading the floor to chew as much time as possible. They will have to get a shot up before the end of the half, however. Shot clock down to 10. Whitler checks the time. Hesitates, leaves it with Ogle. Cross-court pass, Mercer. Now over to Whitler, inside Jordry, got the shot away. Nope, they'll wave it off. Nope, yep, okay, Jeremy Michelson. And Jeremy Michelson did blow the whistle for what he was ruling a shot clock violation. They may have to put some time back on the clock for the Titans here. There was about a 5-second difference. So, now they'll put 3.2 up on the clock for now. Technically, that'll go as a turnover for Sully Buttes. That's how it was ruled with a shot clock violation. Length of the floor to go in 3 seconds. From half court, Padal off the backboard. It's no good. Our first half comes to an end. The Chargers have had 10-point scoring advantages in both the first 2 periods in the Wagner Auto scoreboard. It's Sully Buttes 39 and Leola Frederick area 19. Wagner Auto up here is the one place to go, and we'll pause for 2 minutes. Back with our halftime recap as you listen to coverage of the Region 2B semifinal, 1060 KGFX, 107.1 FM, and DRGnews.com.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no
Sioux
further
Falls,
than the
Washington.
high school responsibility.
And a little funny deal. Just
Is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes athletics and youth activities. Stop by the corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuffed pizza, roaster chicken, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the corner in Oneida.
Virtually anything in your house or building that can run on electricity can run on propane. However, a propane-fueled home is less costly to operate than an electric home. Studies have shown that propane is cheaper, warmer, cleaner, safer, and more dependable than electric. Contact Stewart & Daughters in Oneida at 258-2647 today to learn more about the benefits of propane. Stewart & Daughters, a proud sponsor of high school sports and the Sully Buttes Chargers. Good luck, Chargers, from Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida, your local independently owned and operated grain elevator. At home or in the field, find all the market information you need online at oahegraincorp.com. You can even get bid information by text. Oahe Grain, bringing the world's markets to local farmers with updates every day. For all your grain marketing needs, call Tim or Allen at Oahe Grain in Oneida today, 1-800-658-3654.
Welcome back to halftime in Oneida, 39-19. All Chargers in this one. An outstanding shooting effort by Sully Buttes, a very fluid offense and high percentage shots, whether they be from inside or even they're hitting from the outside as well. A lot of people getting in on the act and contributing to this Charger effort, leading by 20 here at the half. I'm Brian Oakland. It's nice to be with you here, starting your weekend off. More high school basketball. We've got some scores to pass along a little bit later in the halftime, but let's take a look at the stats in this one. Chargers started out 10 of 11 in that first quarter from the floor, including a 2-for-2 effort from outside. They're 3 of 5 overall from beyond the arc now, and 15 out of 23, still much better than 50%. And they're 6 of 8 from the free throw line as well. Lincoln Jordry leads the way with 12 points. Jacob Howard next in line with 10. 6 points for Cam Ogle with a couple of trays. Got 4 points for Devin Clevin, Nick Whitler with a triple, and Grant Johnson and Jet Lamb each off the bench with 2 points apiece. 7 Chargers in the scoring column already with 39 on the board. For the Titans, who have struggled to hit their shots, and again, I think the length of Sully Buttes inside has a lot to do with that, but so the Titans 6 of 24 on that first half, just 25%, but 4 of 10 from outside the arc and only 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Trevor Sumption, who has 11 points, including 3 threes, 5 points for Tanner Geffrey in the post, and just and 3 for Lance Fiekert with the triple from the outside. Only 3 players in the scoring column for the Titans, who trail 39-19. Chargers controlling the boards, 15-6 on the in the rebounding category, 2-2, 2 apiece on the offensive end. Jacob Howard leading Sully Buttes already with 7 rebounds unofficially. Both teams have not turned the ball over a lot. The Chargers have given it away 6 times. Leola Frederick with 5 turnovers. But my favorite stat for Sully Buttes' sake, 10 assisted baskets in this basketball game already. And again, a very telling sign of how well that offense is working tonight. 10 assisted baskets. Leola Frederick's got 6 assists, but every one of their baskets has been assisted tonight. They just haven't hit near enough shots as they trail 39-19 to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Let's take a 60-second break. We're back with more of halftime. We'll check in on the other scores that we have in the Dakota Radio Group as semifinal night in the regions continues on the stations of the Dakota Radio Group and with us on 1060 KGFX.
With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise,
that was the
it's
score I
easier
got.
than ever. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
CHS Midwest Cooperative is a proud supporter of youth activities. They're your full-service ag center serving western and central South Dakota. When you need help on your farm or ranch operation, call your local CHS Midwest Cooperative office. They're your agribusiness partners in Pierre, Phillip, Kadoka, Blunt, Oneida, Draper, and Highmore. CHS Midwest Cooperative is proud to sponsor local sports and promote our local youth. And remember, for your farm or ranch, visit the team at CHS Midwest Cooperative, serving western and central South Dakota.
Welcome back to Oneida as we continue at the half. More to come, and we take a look at other scores that are going on. There is another game in Region 2B going on up in Selby as the Harriet Selby area Wolverines hosting the Potter County Battlers. That's the 2 versus the 3, and a good one brewing there as they are all knotted up at 24 apiece. So 24-24, Harriet Selby, Potter County. The winner of that one moves into the round of 16, which will be on Tuesday night. And, of course, the Sully Buttes continues with their fine play here and goes on for the win. We will have, we'll continue to follow them right here on 1060 KGFX. Of course, the Lady Chargers into the state tournament. We've got them coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. An opening round 7:45 game against Ethan on Thursday night, also here on KGFX. Other scores to pass along. Haven't gotten anything further from Miller, where the Miller Rustlers led Stanley County 20-13 at the end of one quarter of play, and that is a Region 6A semifinal. Timber Lake is all over Takini, 53-19 out in Lemon in a game on Star 99. So those are some things that are going on in Dakota Radio Group land. I have seen other scores in Class B as, among others, Castlewood had a convincing win over Woolsey Wessington. On some of the scores that we've seen on the Twitter feed, here's Langford area leading Warner 14-2 at the end of one quarter of play. And some other scores that continue in region semifinals. And again, all over South Dakota in classes A and B, the winners of the games going on tonight will play on Tuesday night in the round of 16. The AA boys round of 16 will be tomorrow night. The Pierre Governors heading out to Rapid City to take on Stevens. That'll be on River 92.7. Coleman Egan, with 1 minute left in the game, was leading Ethan 41-39 in their region semifinal. And Crow Creek gets a win over McLaughlin in Region 6A, 80-61, as Crow Creek moves in to the round of 16. Sioux Falls O'Gorman has defeated Spearfish in a AA girls ball game. And now, I gave you the Langford Warner score earlier. Apparently that started earlier. I've got an update on that. In fact, it's gone final. Langford area moves in to the round of 16 in Class B with a 50-34 win over Warner. And Bridgewater Emery, the top seeded team overall in Class B, has a 29-17 lead against Irene Wakanda. And if the Chargers would go all the way to the state tournament with the power ranking that they have, they would be the 2 seed, looking up at only that Bridgewater Emory squad. Getting set to go to the second half here. Chargers lead 39-19. Ryan Oakland with a play-by-play. And Chargers leading again by 20. Tuesday night will be the round of 16 game, as we've been talking about. Expect both teams to come out with their starting 5 as we get going. Once again, you can see this game as well as hear it if you subscribe to the 1060 KGFX YouTube channel. Become a subscriber of all of our Dakota Radio Group stations, and Central South Dakota basketball will be at your fingertips, on your computer, maybe on your TV if you've got that web TV service. Imagine watching this game from your recliner if you've got web TV. Here we go, the second half. Sully Buttes with the opening possession, leading 39-19. Second half throw in like our opening tip. Sponsored by Lynn's Dakota Mart stores of Pierre and Fort Pierre. On the move is Nick Whitler. He takes the foul on the floor. A couple of seconds before putting the shot up and in. And Leola Frederick, who committed several fouls in the first half, gets one to start the second half as well. Trevor Sumption with his 3rd personal. Jacob Howard inbounds from underneath, out to Cameron Ogle. Nick Whitler, Lincoln Jordry, Devin Clevin out there. Here is Sumption with a tip and a takeaway. Titans reversing direction here in the second half, moving from left to right in navy and baby blue. The white numbers in trim as well. Pass through the hands of Alex Sumption, but he gets it near half court and drives and puts the shot up. It will not go. Howard down with his 8th rebound of the night. Alex Sumption with his first 2-point attempt of the evening. Jordry going up strong once again, and there are 2 Titans who say, "You are not going to get a slam on us." That's the second time they've made that kind of a statement. Hard foul, but it is Trevor Sumption who is called with his 4th personal foul. The leading scorer for Leola Frederick having to check out of the basketball game here with 7:14 left in the third. Sumption probably should have let Lincoln Jordry try to put that one home with authority. Lincoln at the free throw line, hits the first, has another one coming. 40-19, first point for either team in the second half. Second one is up from the lefty and good. That's several left-handed shooters in this basketball game, and they're all pretty big players for what it's worth. Here's Lance Fakert down in the left corner, out to Alex Sumption, inside Tanner Geffrey, back out to Fakert, who will drive, and he'll double dribble with it. Mishandled it. I think he wanted to go up, maybe kick it out to the right corner to Hayden Podol. But it was a mishandle that turned into a double dribble. Isaac Sumption has joined the crew for Leola Frederick in place of Trevor Sumption, who again is out now with 4 personal fouls early second half. Here's Howard inside, moves off the glass, it's up and good. Assist to Whitler, Jacob Howard with a good start to the second half, 43-19. The lead of 24 for Sully Buttes, who led by 10 after 1 and by 20 after 2. Sumption, Isaac, too strong from long range. Howard off the glass with another rebound. One more, he'll be in double figures and have a double-double. Here's Jordry, that's a nice block. Alex Sumption got in there, and then Jordry got caught off guard, and he'll be called for the travel. Well, you love that effort. Love the defensive effort by Leola Frederick. They certainly haven't mailed this one in yet, despite the big deficit. On the move comes Sumption with it, loses the dribble, picked up by Cameron Ogle. Quickly up ahead, Whitler stops, and he will travel with it. Drag the step. Jeremy Michelson trailing the play, calling that one. Jeremy's an old Agar guy, actually. Well, he's not that old, but he's still a high pointer. Under 6 minutes to go, third period. We're 2 minutes in, 43-19. The Chargers with the first 4 of the second half. Podol was looking like he was ready to go up against Jordry, challenged the big fella, but Nick Whitler got a hand on the dribble and knocks it away out of bounds. Podol will inbound off the left side of the lane. Gets it back, handed off. Padal underneath, threads the needle to Geffrey, but he has to kick it back out. 12 on the shot clock. Sumption to Geffrey from the high post, right side. Back to Isaac Sumption. 5 on the shot clock. Sumption looking for space. Off the glass, it will not go. Nice efforts for Sumption. And there it is, that 10th rebound now for Jacob Howard. As he pulls yet another one down. 5:20 to play. 43-19. Howard's got a dozen points. 10 rebounds unofficially. There's Jordry inside the jump hook. Is in and out, no good. Geffrey with the rebound. Titans the other way, left to right. Cross the timeline. Pull up for Alex Sumption. Will not go. In and out. Down to Clevin. Whitler fakes the three. Gets a man in the air. Feeds off to Ogle. Inside. Jordry fouled. And the nice touch. Gets it to go. And a chance at a three-point play. Lincoln Jordry tough to stop. I don't know how many teams in the state have big men that have the body control that Lincoln Jordry has developed in the last couple of years. But obviously, he's the biggest reason why the Chargers, well, there's a lot of them, but he's one of the biggest why the Chargers have only been beaten once this season. Free throw is good. Lincoln with a three-point play. The foul was on Tanner Geffrey, just his first of the night, but the third for the Titans since halftime. Only loss for the Chargers this year came in game number 4. It was at the Parkston Classic. We actually had that game when they lost 56-46 to Dakota Valley. Very talented Class A team. Loose basketball in the lane. The Chargers thought they were getting a takeaway. Here's Alex Heilman, lost it on the way up. Unable to hit. Actually, that's Tyler Heilman. Off the bench. And there's Ogle feeding Howard. Jacob up and in for 2 more. 12-12 now for Howard. I take that back, 14 points. Here's a takeaway by Jordry. Up ahead, Whitler, the 2-on-1, doesn't get it to go with a left-handed layup, but he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. And this foul is number 4 for the Titans on a personal level. It'll be whistled on number 14, Lance Fickert, with his second personal. Whitler to shoot 2, up and in on the first one. That's just his 4th point of the night. Only has a 3-pointer otherwise. Fickert checking out for Leola Frederick. Earlier, Josh Hoffman, a 6'1 freshman, checked in for the Titans. Now they've got Zach Mueller, the 6'2 sophomore, also in for his second tour of duty. Second free throw is good for Whitler. He goes 2 for 2. Chargers lead 50-19 as they're on an 11-0 run to start this second half. Air ball from long range by Mueller, but the Titans got it back. Padal unable to hit. Now up ahead to Jordry for the Chargers. Here's Howard. He'll lose it, and it'll go to Leola Frederick. So that one goes out of bounds. And the Titans will take over. Cameron Ogle out with a nice hand. Sebastian Frost in for the first time tonight, a 5'8 sophomore. Jack Mercer is back in for Sully Buttes as well. Titans go left to right. They'll feed to Heilman. Back to Padal. Stops at the right elbow, and we've got a travel. Stutter step called here against Hoffman. Rock Passion with the sigh of what do we do? They haven't scored in the third period yet. Now as the out-of-bounds play comes, checking the scoreboard, it is a 30-plus point lead for Sully Buttes. So the clock, as of now, is running continuously on out-of-bounds plays and regular fouls that don't result in free throws like this one as Howard fouled from behind. It looks like Fickert will pick up his third. As the clock stops with 2:33 to go in the third period, 50-19. Chargers proving to be the real deal. First of 2 is up and in for Jacob Howard. Second one coming. 51-19. Howard looking for one more, which is up and good. Soft touch. Chargers have only missed a couple on the stripe tonight. And they're a perfect 8 of 8 in the second half. All told, 14 out of 16. Geffrey on the end line, going to be ruled as being pushed by Jake Howard, who picks up the foul. That's just his first, and only the first team foul for Sully Buttes since halftime. Jet Lamb will come in for Howard. Howard with a great hand. He deserves it. He's played a great ball game so far. 2:04 to go. Inbound, the clock starts up again, but now a foul out of the inbound. In the act of shooting, Trevor Sumption, who is in there, just checked back in with 4 personal fouls, is nudged by Jack Mercer, who picks up his first, and Sumption will go to the free throw line. Shooting 2, the first one is good. His first attempt of the night. The Chargers are 14 of 16 on the line. Leola Frederick is only there for the second time tonight. They're 2 of 3, now 3 of 4. Nice shooter's touch for Sumption, who has 13 points to lead the Titans. Levin races right to left across the timeline for the guys in white and purple. Turn around shot, Jordry no good. Lamb with an offensive rebound, had it knocked away, but he runs to get it. Down in the corner. And a reset here for Frost and crew. Clevin fakes right, drives left into the lane. They'll kick it out. Frost fakes the 3. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Lamb inside, jump hook, lost it going up and unable to convert. Titans down with a rebound. Fiekert sets it up with Padal. On the move back to Fiekert. Fakes the 3. Padal with it again. Now Fiekert open for 3 from the right wing. It's good. Lance Fiekert with his second 3 of the night. 52-24. Couple of free throws on their last possession. Now this three-pointer, their first 2 positive possessions scoring-wise in the second half, which is in the final minute now. 45 seconds left. Jordry kicks out in the corner. Frost for 3. It won't go. Geffrey with the rebound. Titans looking to move. 35 seconds to go. Sumption inside. Geffrey trying to challenge Lamb, then kicks it back out. Fiekert, he'll drive to the paint. Here's Sumption for 3. Good. Trevor Sumption with his 4th 3s, 4 out of 6. Mentioned earlier, he's all of about a 57% shooter from behind the arc. Just an unbelievable percentage that he has had this season. 52-27. And we've got a foul that is called out near center circle. And the clock is going to continually run. It's a 25-point game, but it was up to 30 plus. And the foul will go on Leola Frederick. We'll tell you who it is, but let's take our Wegner Auto scoreboard quarter break. Scoreboard sponsored by Wegner Auto. Appear the one place to go. 52-27. Chargers lead at the end of 3 on KGFX.
At Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, they know farmers don't all have the same game plan. That's why they
This
give
is 60, right?
From what brand of seed they want to use to what features they want on their grain trailer. Barber Chemicals also provides custom spraying of ag chemicals and fertilizers, finding the best solution for your fields. Team up with the best. Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, a proud sponsor of Sully Butte Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the Big Blue Water Tower south of Oneida.
When you want to get more for your money, start by getting more when you borrow it. And you can get more with Farm Credit Services of America. Along with attractive rates and ag-friendly terms, you get an entire organization that understands what you do and works for your success. You can also get cash-back dividends, which gives you even more. Call Farm Credit Services of America at 1-800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Back in Oneida, Sully Buttes leading 52-27. That is a 12-8 scoring advantage. In that third period, we go to the fourth. Chargers 8 minutes away from moving into the round of 16. Free ball from the outside. Hayden Padal gets the Titans going here in this fourth quarter. His first basket of the night, 52-30 now. And again, the clock will run continually until the Titans can get it underneath 20. Ogle looking for the answer, won't get it. Trevor Sumption up with the rebound. Sumption again starting the fourth quarter, ended the third, out there with 4 personal fouls. Here comes Tanner Geffrey. Outside Sumption in the corner, he hits another one. Tell you what, my first look at this guy, but I could look at him, I could watch him shooting 3-pointers all day long. 5 out of 7 for Trevor Sumption, 52-33. Now back to a 19-point ball game. Jordry will get it back to 21 with a nice pass and conversion inside. Timeout here called by Brian White and Sully Buttes as Lincoln Jordry puts another one home. 54-33, a 30-second Coca-Cola break in the action here on KGFX.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in South Dakota are safer than ever before. And that's something I really love.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back in Oneida, out of the timeout. Quick scoring update. Miller rolling it up on Stanley County in Miller in Region 6A. 53-32 with the lead. Here Alex Sumption tries a 3, no good. Lincoln Jordry with the rebound. 54-33, and again, I think we are back to conventional timing now. Jordry inside, keeps it away, kicks it out. 3 is good for Devin Clevin. Chargers with a lot of people in the scoring column here tonight. Clevin with his first 3 ball of the night. The lead back to 24. 57-33, 6:15 to play. Liddell stops at the right elbow, back to the corner. Geffrey wants 3, and the big fella hits. Tanner Geffrey on the kick out from Hayden Padal. Leola Frederick's got 3 threes here in this fourth quarter. Showing a little life. Whitler got caught up in the air and comes down with the basketball, called for traveling. I thought he might have gotten away or gotten rid of that pass before his feet hit the floor, but traveling nonetheless, and still a 21-point game. Chargers still in control. Tyler Heilman inside. Pass a little too tall and taken away by Jacob Howard. Howard with a double-double. He's got a pair of steals in this game now as well. 5.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. The winner plays Tuesday night in the round of 16. The loser's season comes to an end as Jordry feeds underneath to Howard. Pump fake, got a man in the air. Foul is called. Jake will go to the free throw line. And we'll see who this one is on. Team foul number 7 for Leola Frederick area, so bonus situation the rest of the way. This is on Heilman, his first. Howard to shoot 2, back irons the first one. No good, but he'll try one more. 57-36 our score, and again in Miller it's 53-32 as Miller leads by 21 there as well. Howard's second free throw is good, 58-36. People buzzing about that come from behind win at the buzzer by Stanley County over Chamberlain that we had on KPLO the other night, but Stanley County's magic seems to have run out. Air ball for corner by Fiekert and caught on the fly on the backside by Nick Whitler, who gets wrapped up and fouled. Will head the other way for free throws. Team foul number 8 for Leola Frederick, third personal on Padal. And a 1-on-1 coming here for Nick Whitler. Front end, good. And he'll get another. Point number 6 for Nick. 5:12 still to go in this one, and the second one rims in and out. It will not go, and we'll have an official's timeout here with some perspiration needing cleaned up. A couple of towels wiping. Somebody may have hit the deck. Maybe with all the snow melt, the roof is leaking. Who knows? We're back at it. 23-point Charger lead, 59-36. 3 off the mark by Heilman. Offensive rebound, Fickert off the underside of the rim, but got his own rebound yet again, and then puts it back up and in. Lance Fickert, one of the little guys on the court, working hard in the offensive end. Here comes Whitler, stops his dribble, scoops it back out. Now Clevin, inside Jordry, turnaround shot, pretty off the glass, up and good for 2. Evan Clevin with, or I should say Lincoln Jordry with 21 points. Here's Heilman, didn't get the layup, and it wouldn't have counted anyway. He was called for a travel. Turning into a tough night for Leola Frederick, and again, for a team that started 0-4 this season, they won 13 of their last 17 ball games. 12 of their last 16 to close out the regular season. They defeated Ipswich in a 5-point win on Tuesday night to get here into the semifinal game, but unless things turn around quickly, it looks like Leola Frederick may be seeing their season come to an end, but still a lot of time to go. Jordry missed on the turnaround. Jeffrey with a rebound. Here's a 3 for Josh Hoffman, no good. Backside catch and put back home for Hayden Padal. It's up and in. Padal for 2. 61-40, updated score, 21-point lead for Sully Buttes. 3:45 to play in the 4th. Still have all starting 5 in there for Sully Buttes. Brian White will probably get some other people in here before too long. Inside, outside, Whitler, pull up from 16 is no good. Howard fighting for the rebound, but the Titans will win this battle as the rebound is tipped to Padal. There's a 3 for Sumption, and it's a bit of news as he misses that one. Trevor, who has 5 out of 8 in this game from long range, missing off the back iron, and Brock Passion sending 5 new people to the scorer's table. And a lot of bench players going to get an opportunity to play some postseason basketball here for Leola Frederick area. Whitler tries to go inside. It's knocked away by Hoffman, picked up by Isaac Sumption. 12th turnover of the night for Sully Buttes. Under 3 minutes to play. Hoffman in the corner. Back to Padal. On the move. Nice feed, but Sumption wasn't expecting it. And it's picked up by Whitler. Across the timeline with it, Sully Buttes with 2.5 to go to the round of 16. Clevin on the move. Finger roll, floater, up, no good. Jordry wanted to put it home, but he wisely lays off of it. Would have been offensive goaltending. Rebound down to the Titans. Sumption for 3 off the front end, no good. It comes right back to him, though. In the corner, now up for Geffrey, and it's no good. Geffrey was backing in. I hear somebody asking for a foul, but Geffrey was just off balance, trying to lean in. Here's Jordry. Up, can't get that one to go, and suddenly both teams going a little bit cold. And finally a whistle to allow these JVs in. The Titan fans will come to their feet. Get you some names and numbers coming up. Brian White will actually keep his people in, and this will be the final home game for Sully Buttes. Starters, actually Grant Johnson coming in to join the rest of the starters. So Coach White hasn't countered just yet. Under 2 minutes to play. Leola Frederick has Isaac Morlock in there. Here's a 3 from the outside, and Zach Mueller looking like Josh Mueller on that one. 3 ball is good, 61-43. Titans within 18 points. They trailed by as many as 32 early in this second half. Clevin setting it up, 20 seconds to shoot. Gets it in motion over to Ogle, down over in front of the Charger bench. Backing it out, tip pass gets to Jordry, back out to Ogle. Back into Jordry. 5 to shoot. Ogle on the move. Picks it up or puts it up off the back of the rim. It won't go. Rebound is down to the Titans. And a timeout or an official play stoppage here. No, we've got a foul. I thought he was going to just let these guys, the new guys in, as Sully Buttes will go on a 5-for-5 swap. And again, these Chargers seniors, Lincoln Jordry, Jacob Howard, Devin Clevin. That's all there are, but they are getting a standing ovation. Chargers played extremely well tonight, 61-43. Playing their final home game of the season. They'll have a round of 16 game coming up. Mueller with a miss of a 3, but it's kept alive underneath on an offensive rebound by Jake Kenser, a 6-foot sophomore. Here's another 3. Mueller left side will not go. Sam Mercer down with a rebound, having just checked in. Spencer Hoffman in for the Titans. The Chargers have Morris Hofer, Grant Johnson, Sam Mercer, as mentioned, also Quinn Jordry, and Jack Darling in on the floor. But they'll lose it out of bounds with 16 seconds left to play. Chargers will play Tuesday night wherever and whoever they play against, wherever that is, we'll be there here on KGFX. We'll have the video running from YouTube as well. Mueller from way downtown, off the glass, it won't go. Long rebound, one last putback is up, no good, and that is the end of this one. And on the final Wagner Auto scoreboard, Mason Waltman, by the way, that last miss. On the Wagner Auto scoreboard, the Chargers victorious with a 61-43 win over Leola Frederick area. The Chargers moving in to the round of 16. And that again will be on Tuesday night. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. The score from your Wagner Auto scoreboard brought to you by Wagner Auto of Pierre, the one place to go. 2 minutes, we'll be back with the recap. We'll get a Bauman Lumber player of the game announced. And all that and more. We'll check in with other scores, among other things, as well as you listen to the Region 2B semifinal on 1060 KGFX, 107.1 FM, and drgnews.com.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
Venture Communications, providing reliable gigabit RushNet internet, digital HD TV, and communication services to South Dakota. Everybody gets HD free. With digital TV, you get what you want. Digital TV, DVR, free HD, and more. Bundle your digital TV with ultra-fast gigabit RushNet internet and reliable phone services to save. Ask about managed dual Wi-Fi service also with a managed router. Venture Communications, 852-2224, keeping you in touch.
Colson Farms of Blunt proudly sponsors this broadcast of the Sully Buttes Chargers. High school athletics and activities are about learning life values, such as perseverance, commitment, and teamwork. Success travels in the company of very hard work, and it shows with the Chargers. Colson Farms wishes the Sully Buttes athletes the best of luck in your competition. In for the win, Chargers. The Corner in Oneida is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes athletics and youth activities. Stop by the Corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuffed pizza, roaster chicken, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the Corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the Corner in Oneida.
Welcome back to Oneida. The Chargers come out like a house of fire for the second night in a row and shoot the ball pretty much lights out in that first half. They led 23-13 at the end of one and led by 20 at intermission, 39-19. Another scoring advantage through the third period, 12-8. They led 52-27. Leola Frederick hit 4 3-pointers in that fourth quarter and outscored the Chargers 16-9 to make that final margin of 18 at 61-43. 43. But the Chargers, who shoot just 6 of 16 in the second half, still have an outstanding shooting percentage tonight, 21 of 39 overall on the floor, 4 of 8 from outside the arc, 16 of 20 from the free throw line. Those kind of stats are going to beat just about every team that they may play. Even from here on out, they look just like a well-oiled machine tonight. Lincoln Georgia leads Sully Buttes, leads all scorers with 21 points, matching the number on his back. Jacob Howard next in line with 17, also had double-digit rebounds. 6 points for Sully Buttes from Nick Whitler, and also from Cameron Ogle. 7 points from Devin Clevin, not to be overlooked, and 2 points from Grant Johnson and Jet Lamb. Off the bench, the Chargers tally 61 on the night. For Leola Frederick, a struggle to put the ball through the hoop. 8 of 24 in the second half, 14 of 48 on the game. They hit 10 of 24 from long range, although Trevor Sumption had 5 of those 10 threes. But the Titans only get to the free throw line for 4 attempts tonight. They go 3 out of 4. And it is Trevor Sumption leading Leola Frederick with 19 points overall, including those 5 triples from way outside. Tanner Geffrey with 8 points, Lance Fiekert with 8, and Hayden Padal will check in with 5, and Zach Mueller rounding out the scoring with 3 points. And your final score, 61 to 43. Chargers with what ends up being a fairly slim rebounding advantage, 26 to 23 overall, but Leola Frederick did a lot of rebounding in that fourth quarter. A lot of offensive rebounds as well, as they'll finish with 8 offensive rebounds overall, 6 of those coming in the fourth quarter, though, when things were academic, and the Chargers pulling down 3 offensive rebounds tonight. But Jacob Howard, who had 7 rebounds at the half, will finish, by my count, with 11 to go along with his 17 points. Chargers total 13 turnovers, Titans with 12. The Chargers again, and I'll say it again, my favorite stat of the night for Sully Buttes' sake is the 16 assisted baskets that they had in this one. And that, again, makes them look really like a well-oiled machine. Leola Frederick had 11 assists. That's quite a bit as a team. But just a lot of great ball movement, a lot of great finishing on the offensive possessions for Sully Buttes. So wins it 61 to 43. They improved to 21-1 on the season. The top seed in Region 2B will move into the round of 16, which will be on Tuesday night. It'll be a 2 overall seed, presuming that Bridgewater Emory wins their game tonight. I think they're the top overall seed. And Sully Buttes would play the 15 seed in the round of 16. We'll have it for you here on KGFX on Tuesday night. Stay tuned for more details and keep listening. Leola Frederick with their season coming to an end, 13-9 on the year, but again starting 0-4. They go 13-5 the rest of the way, coming in as a 4 seed in Region 2B. They lose Lance Fiekert and Tyler Heilman, but this team still has all of the, well, Alex Sumption as well. They still have Trevor Sumption, that outstanding 3-point shooter, and a lot of good juniors and sophomores still coming back for another year for Leola Frederick. So Coach Brock Passion and his bunch will be heard from again. You can count on that in another year's time. But they fall tonight, 61 to 43. Our postgame will continue with an order of business to take care of. We've got the naming of tonight's Bauman Lumber Player of the Game. It's brought to you by Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. The Chargers, if you can see, on our YouTube channel, posing for the state tournament qualifier picture. And we congratulate them on a winning effort tonight. Our player of the game from Bauman Lumber next. You're listening to the Region 2B semifinal on KGFX.
Whether you're planning to build a new home or office or just thinking about
you.
remodeling, the people you need to see are at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort
You know
Pierre.
I gotta go do bingo, don't
Is a
you?
locally owned business that has quality building materials
And then
at affordable
karaoke
prices.
after that.
All right.
Whatever your project demands, stop in or call Bauman Lumber at 223-9762. Bauman Lumber is a proud supporter of area athletes. And listen to high school sports coverage on KGFX to find out who the Bauman Lumber player of the game will be.
61-43, our final, as the Chargers defeat Leola Frederick area tonight. We'll get you some scores passed along a little bit later on, but you just heard from Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, and our Bauman Lumber player of the game announcement forthcoming. But we'll go honorable mention with Trevor Sumption and his sweet shooting effort from outside the arc, those 5 threes, doing what he can to keep Leola Frederick within reach in this one. He finishes with 19, but he was on the bench for much of that second half with 4 fouls. So a nice job by Trevor Sumption and crew in not going away. Again, Sully Butte's led by 32 at one point in the third period. Had a continuously running clock, but it didn't take long before the Titans got underneath the 20-point margin, and we were back to conventional timing. But it still was enough to help Sully Buttes to a comfortable victory tonight by 18, 61-43. Lincoln Jordry with 21 points did another fine job inside. But tonight's player of the game is going to be the guy with the double-double. Jacob Howard, the 6'3 senior, 17 points, 11 rebounds, and a couple of steals as well. Jacob has, for a few years now, has just been just an outstanding rebounder. And I think a lot of people could learn a lot on one of the key aspects of this game by watching that young man block out and pull some rebounds down. Very good at putting the offensive rebounds back up as well. One of my favorite players to watch over the years. So Jacob Howard is tonight's player of the game from Bauman Lumber. We'll get him a T-shirt from Bauman Lumber and KGFX Sports noting his accomplishments. And he and the rest of the Chargers have one more game to go before a return trip possible to the State B boys basketball tournament, which will be in 2 weeks, starting 2 weeks from last night. Of course, the Lady Chargers punched their ticket last night. We'll talk a little bit more about that one coming up as well. Got a good one going on up in Selby. If you want to hear more Region 2B coverage, it is 52-51. Harriet Selby area leading Potter County with 32 seconds left in that one. That is on 100.7 FM. And again, Stanley County looks like their season will come to an end. Miller had a 21-point lead at the end of the third. Halftime score, the Pier Lady Governors were trailing at Sioux Falls, Washington, but just 40-36. And kind of a high-scoring game there. Rod Fisher may still be on the air on River 92.7 for that one. And Timberlake looked like they cruised to victory over Takini in the Region 8B semifinal tonight out in Lemon as well. That game on Star 99. So a lot of other scores going to be coming in tonight. And, of course, the one that matters for Sully Buttes fans is their Chargers moving in to the round of 16. That'll be on Tuesday night. It'll be here on KGFX. We'll assume for now it'll be a 7 o'clock tip-off, but you never know. They may have to travel some miles to get to their destination. It'll be at a neutral site. It'll be against the 15 seed overall out of 16, so the Chargers going to have a favorable matchup. Here's that Timberlake final, 79-47, defeating Takini tonight. And a quick run through the Twitter feed, just looking for other scores before we let you go. As we do that, we'll thank our technical director, Doreen Foster, for running things back in the KGFX studio. And we thank our sponsors for making it all a possibility. They include the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who reminds you during winter driving, snow means slow. Slow down and drive carefully. Buckle up as well. Every trip, every time during the winter months from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Tonight,